All right, so I've done a couple different run throughs of reading this chapter. I believe that this is the best chapter to be like the first thing that I read that I wrote on the internet. And I'm going to give some disclaimer because that's what I need to do. I am going to read it as I wrote it. One, I don't have an editor, Grammar Police. So I'm honestly looking for editors. I'm interviewing them and they have to be very trusted. Two, I'm just kidding, I'm not. Two, all of this just, I think it's fine. I honestly think I worry too much about stuff. So, but I do think this is the best chapter to really get the idea of what the whole series is about. It's really about me. Everyone's like, what's my part? I honestly, the whole thing's about me because I know that I need to spend some time alone in my mind, my mind's garden. So a lot of it is just about me. um, so I'm gonna try to read this and probably two. I'm gonna try to read it in two different videos. I don't want a whole lot, but I'm gonna I'm gonna get set up to start reading. So. This is like my page. I want so that way when you click on it, because I'm trying to be a YouTuber. So how's it going? Staring at the Fire by Stacey Day. Book summary. It's time to burn my life to the ground. The flick of the match to venture on a journey to find myself. The burn only I could accomplish. Set fire to my mental health neglect and lowering the torch on the broken version of self. Scorching the broken inside. Creating an internal inferno of past versions of selves, needing to shed the skin of the past, crumbling my body into coals, the combustion of old perspectives, sparking a renewal of self from the burn of the sun. A mysterious fire flashes from its eyes, a flaming aurora enriches its head. Its crest shines with the sun's own light, and shatters the darkness with its calm brilliance. Its legs are a Tyrian purple, swifter than those of the sapphires, and its wings of a flower, like blue drappled with rich gold. Henry Marcy's Place. I probably missaid most of those words, but that is a quote I found researching the Phoenix. So I liked it, so I added it. Rising from the ashes, the utmost importance. Rising from the ashes, the utmost importance of nourishment of my joy garden. My mind is on fire. My life is broken. Strike the match. The spark creates flames. Turn the flames into power. Become a burning man. It's time to take a long look at my mental health. In treating my mental health as if it was a flower, the first time in my life poured into myself. Flowers cannot grow in sour soil. The garden was overgrown with weeds. To get to a fruitful garden, a controlled burn of what exists. Setting my life ablaze was the only way. Trailblazing to a new life, the path I wanted to take, it was controlled and overgrowth. It was covered. It was covered in overgrowth, and the only way through was to ignite my inner torch. The well-traveled path, it was one that I turned away, staring at new mud, a handful of remembered joyful memories, and it was time to take pause, slowly replanting joy back into my life. Planting the joy seeds back into my life, and to get the joy to grow, remembering and removing trauma. Trauma is the sour in the soil. and each trauma needs to be set on fire. Not every trauma, not every trauma won't burn so easily. I stopped running. I sat down. I looked within. Then I flicked my Bic. In my mind's garden, I got a shovel. There was something laying underneath my soul soil. It was time to pull out my traumas, to be able to grow a joyful garden. Everything needed to be burned to the ground, dug up and regrown. And it was time to start digging to be able to plant. It was time to repair and replant my mind's joy garden before it was too late. Tending to others' joy gardens left me in ruins. And staring at the aftermath of the wildfire left me with questions. And it was time to ask myself, what do I want? What do I need? It was time to nourish myself. What nourishment do I need in my soul soil to produce a fruitful return in my joy garden? Remove the toxicity from my joy garden. This led me to painful truths about my life, which meant life-changing decisions must be made in order to repair my joy garden. When I stopped running from my problems, I had to take a long look at my life. I decided that if it did not spark joy, it had to go.